So, on February the 18th, 2025, approximately 9:30 p.m., on a Baltimore, Maryland street, a 26-year-old Amazon delivery driver and a 29-year-old pedestrian lives crossed paths in the most unfortunate way. I just want to warn everybody that some of the images in this video may be graphic, so be prepared.
A delivery driver has turned himself in less than 24 hours after Fox 45 showed you shocking video of a woman being run over by an Amazon van.
According to Baltimore police, 26-year-old Jerome Allen Jr. has been charged with negligent and reckless driving.
Let's go straight to Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor. She joins us live with the latest on this case. And Rebecca, I understand that more serious charges are likely pending against this man.
Mary, that's correct. Not only have police said that more charges are still to come, but today I spoke with a criminal defense attorney and a former prosecutor who says that the actions of this driver were so horrific that he believes a case could even be made for attempted murder. Now, before we show you what happened, we do want to warn our viewers that the video we are about to show could be disturbing.
As 26-year-old Jerome Young turns himself into authorities, area residents are still processing the shocking surveillance video.
It's like you don't want to believe it, you know?
Footage from a motion-censored Ring doorbell, starting as the stoplight along Pratt Street turns green, and then...
Now, I just want to stop the video right here. Now, the 29-year-old woman was kneeling in front of the delivery vehicle, and it did look like where she was kneeling at, it was below the level of the dash of the vehicle. So I just want to add that. Now, that's not excusing the Amazon delivery driver, but I just want to make note of that. She was, for whatever reason, kneeling in front of the delivery van. And also note that the delivery driver looked like he has the green light. If you look, you can see the traffic light is green, so it looked like he does have the green light or the go. So, like I said, I'm not excusing the delivery drivers for his actions. He still hit a pedestrian.
Pratt Street turns green, and an idling Amazon delivery driver, now believed to be Young, pulls forward.
He definitely runs her over right there.
Slowly running over a 29-year-old woman, crouched down in the crosswalk.
He's like over top of her.
The driver, briefly hesitating,
Bam, runs over again.
before rolling over the woman with his back wheels as well, while the woman cries out in agony.
Now, here's where it gets real vile and becomes a little intentional. Now, as the reporter reported, the woman, after she was hit the initial time, she was hollering out in agony. So the driver proceeded to roll over her with his back wheels. Instead of, he's already hit her. She's already under the delivery van vehicle. And the driver proceeded after hesitating. So he knew something was going on. He didn't come out of the vehicle to check or nothing. He proceeded to roll over her with his back tires. That's where it really gets murky right here. Wow. Let's continue.
The woman cries out in agony. The driver gets out.
Now, after rolling over her for the second time, the driver gets out of the vehicle to check on her and assess the situation. According to court documents, when the driver got out to check on her, he asked her, how did she manage to get hit? The nerve. Moving on.
Police flees the scene in an unknown direction. The offense.
The worst for me is just, after realizing that you basically ran over a person and just seemed to be okay about it is just pretty scared.
hard to watch.
I've prosecuted many hit-and-run cases, and I've defended them as well.
Even for an experienced attorney.
This ranks up there as one of the most horrific cases that I've been able to observe. And why I say that is the behavior of this driver.
So far, Young charged with negligent and reckless driving, both misdemeanor offenses carrying no jail time. The BPD says additional charges are pending. According to attorney Warren Alperstein, a hit-and-run charge is inevitable, likely bumped up to a felony version, punishable by up to 5 years behind bars.
I do think that it's quite obvious that this would be in that category of the felony variety because of the severity of the injuries, which I assume have been sustained.
And because the victim appears to be struck not once, but twice.
There's an argument to be made that other more serious charges, to include a first-degree assault and even an attempted murder potentially, could be filed.
Alperstein adds, from a legal standpoint, it's the actions after the fact, not the accident itself, that will raise the stakes of Young's case.
It's baffling to see this type of behavior from somebody who caused such a horrific accident.
They should definitely be held accountable. I just pray that that woman's okay.
Alperstein adds that a separate civil case is also inevitable. He says that Amazon, the driver, and the local Amazon subcontractor who hired this driver, he says that they could all be sued. He believes that a proper payout should be in the six-figure range. As for the victim's condition, police have not provided any updates from yesterday when they said that the injuries were non-life-threatening. Again, though, no specifics on what those injuries are. Reporting live in Baltimore, Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
This Amazon driver, after initially hitting her, which was bad enough, then hesitating and rolled over her again with his back tires, even worse. Then he gets out and checks on her and asks her the despicable question of how did she manage to get hit. Wow, it makes it even worse. Then he gets back into his Amazon vehicle and drives off and leaves her out there. Didn't call 911 or anything. Just makes it just despicable. The woman did not have she had non-life-threatening injuries. She suffered non-life-threatening injuries, which is, good. That, she's still alive. But what she did suffer was 9 broken ribs, 5 fractured vertebrae, and required 5 stitches in her left thigh, among other cuts and bruises and injuries. Police say they were able to obtain the plate number of the vehicle, and Amazon identified the driver. After that, and only after that, the driver turned himself in to police. So the driver was not intending, in my opinion, he was not intending to turn himself in to the police on his own. He knew that, once the police knew the plate number of the vehicle and Amazon identified him as the driver, he knew he was going to eventually get arrested anyway. So there's no nobleness in him turning himself in. I mean, he's seen the inevitable in motion. But this is just a horrific story. And the current charges that he has, he needs many more charges than what he's being charged for right now. So, yeah, and more serious charges, absolutely. And like I said, this is very unfortunate. But it's just fortunate that the woman was able to survive her injuries. So that's a good thing. So, yeah, with that, I'm going to end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, comment on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from this channel. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. I'm out on this one. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! One love. Stay safe. Continue to be blessed.